Good afternoon guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another course management session today. I had to think about that. We're on site, we are in Scotland. We're at some big houses here at Archerfield Links. We're on the Fidra course, we're on the third hole, stroke index 18. And we talk about now, I've never played here before. So this is something a lot of you will do. You'll go to a golf course, you've never played there before, you see 391, nice and easy, right, I'm gonna go straight to driver. So today, the first thing that I invested in, or was given in this occasion, is a course guide. So here, course guide, what we can do is we can get to the third hole here nice and easy.
I think it's after the second and before the fourth.
It is. And here, a lot of information. So we're looking at here now where the bunkers are. So I don't want to hit into the bunkers. How many people will come here, hit straight into these bunkers because they've not taken into account what tees they're playing off, and they just don't know how far. They look about this far, so they go with driver. So for me, that is why I have chosen my 3-wood. It's around about 260 yards to those bunkers from here, so this should leave me just short and then leave me not a long way in, which is the main thing. We should be able to then hit the middle of the green. So as normal guys, I'm going to take the correct side of the tee box for me, so a little bit of a fade. I'm going to go on the right hand side of this tee box. Again, aim down the left half. Try not to hit it into any of these nice houses. That's the famous last words. And although it's sunny guys, it's not warm. That's why I've got my woolly hat on. I'm just playing a normal shot. A little bit low. Fade in. And that's come back towards the bunker, so didn't come back as much, it's not in the middle of the fairway, but because I've hit the right club there, it's short of the bunker and leaves me an angle in. If that was the driver and hit that bad, it might have still reached the bunker and I'd be in trouble. So let's get down there. Although James was just trying to figure out how much those houses are. He's going to have a whip round and get one. Yeah. Right, so talking yardage books again, most golf courses you go to will have these. And again, a lot of information on there regarding now into the green. It shows us how long the green is, so it's 31 yards long. Also how far the bunkers are in relation to the front of the green. And that's one big thing for me when people are starting to go for pins. They don't realise, oh, that bunker's actually halfway up, so if I miss-hit this and it doesn't carry, it's going to go straight into the middle of a bunker. So on here, not just using your Bushnell, you're able to see where all the bunkers are. Again, I played on another course just behind those houses, and that was in a tour event. I was caddying, and a caddy for a player who wanted to know what's the distance to the bunker, how far is it to carry the bunker, because those are the kinds of things you need to know when we're talking about how far your clubs carry, not how far they go total. So something on there, again, you can have a look at, make sure we're going to carry the trouble and give ourselves a chance. So we've just crept back onto the fairway, not by much, luckily the greenkeepers have cut it in for me, but short of the trap. So straight away there you see with the driver I've got that awkward 100-yard bunker shot. We are in Scotland, it is links golf, although it's a little bit inland to say. It's going to be a deep bunker, pot bunker. We can't get anything out. If we're up against the face, we're chipping out and we're turning the stroke index 18 quickly into a hard hole. We don't need to make it a hard hole. So we've got 108 to the front. James will show you on these top quality sprinkler heads, I believe. Just keeping your eye in. So 108, that's to the front. So we have had a pin sheet and I've seen that it is 5 yards on, or 5 paces on, so that's going to give us 113. That was quick maths. So into a little bit of a breeze. Only a pitching wedge, and that's where you see, even though I've only hit a 3-wood off the tee, I've still only got a pitching wedge into it, and that's why it is stroke index 18, but the bunkers are the only trouble you have. And if you go in those or go wide, you can see we've got a lot of trouble. So pitching wedge here, nice and smooth. A little bit right. Pin high, or maybe just under. A good shot there. I've taken into account the wind, so there is a little bit of wind into it, so I could have easily gone there for my 48, which James would say is my pitching wedge, but my pitching wedge is 44. It is a little bit stronger, but able to take that into account, get it to the pin and give myself a good chance on the stroke index 18 here at Archerfield. So as we come up to the green, you can see there, and that's exactly what I saw in the yardage book. bunkers scattered around this green, so although you think you might get over the first couple, on the book you can see the short of the green. So instead of just working, people might zap those, get a yardage, think if I get over that bunker, you would still be short, and you'll see all the runoffs go into the different bunkers. Again, that's what makes links hard. But from there, 108 yards, I would say that's around about tour average, just outside 20 feet. So not a bad shot, but anywhere on the green there, and making sure I carry past these two. I know what the front edge of the green is, I know it's 108, I know it was 5 paces on, and that allows me to pick the club and take into account the wind. So uphill putts here, let's see what we can do.
That was the shot, wasn't it? Into there and down.
That would have been for you somehow. Right, uphill. Not much in it, a little bit of right to left. Give it a 1. Ooh. The good news, it was turning. The bad news, never got the pace. As James say, never gave it a go. So a little bit slow up the hill there for me, didn't give it enough, but that is a relatively straightforward par. So stroke index 18 again, and we always talk about this, they aren't always the longest, although that was 400 yards.
I dread to think what the rest of them are then, because if that's the easiest hole.
Yes, like James is saying there, if that is the easiest hole, he dreads to think what the rest are like. So being able to make sure we're short of those bunkers, looking at that off the yards, don't just look at, okay, yeah, I need to get to the green, or I can hit it far enough, I can get as far down as possible. Think about where the trouble is. They've designed this perfectly so it will catch a lot of people, and as we know, it will be pot bunkers here. You're then going to have to get out and then try and get up and down. And like James said, if this is the easiest hole, we don't want to be losing shots on it if we don't know what's to come. Right guys, beautiful lighthouse. Guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next week on the next hole.